like a hurricane to my heart, to the fire. we will meet there. As fast like a hurricane to my heart, to the far away. See the lights on the other side. I'm going to get there and hope we will meet there.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mountain Dew Arena. This game is between OpTic India and Fidato. The knife round has already underway and OpTic India is gonna come out on top. What yet remains to be seen is whether or not they will switch sides. That's not gonna happen. OpTic India, they are once again gonna start on the CT side. In Fidato, we have Nayak, iFrag God, Accelerate, SK and Cone. I think I have seen Nayak and iFrag God and Accelerate as well on some LAN tournament in Mumbai. I don't remember which one, but I have heard these names before. So it should be pretty good considering that I have met them in real life. So more of an incentive to support the underdog team. Obviously the underdog team over here this time is Fidato, OpTic India, potentially one of the finest. This time we have YB, their coach, playing for them instead of Hevan. Warm-up is still going on and we should have the match live anytime soon. OpTic India gonna start on the CT side, Fidato on the terrorist side. And as far as I know about these players, the people from Fidato, I mean, I haven't really seen them play a lot, but then whatever little experience I've had of interacting with them, I know that these guys like to play. They like taking aim duels a lot. So maybe we will see a very nice match. The match before this we played was OpTic India versus what was the team? I even forgot the name. Yeah, against Level Up Esports. OpTic India versus Level Up Esports. And that was pretty much a one-sided affair. I hope this match is not the same. Maybe Fidato will put up a little more fight than Level Up Esports did. And before the match even begins, we have a timeout. I think it's a technical one and not a tactical pause. You can't really have a tactical pause at the beginning of a game. And while that happens, I'm going to load up my CFG so that we can have a uninterrupted, pleasurable viewing experience. For those of you asking what the status of YB is in the team, officially he's supposed to be the coach. Sometimes he will play for the team as an IGL. However, Hevan is supposed to be the main player for the team. YB is the 6th. And I think there was a person in the previous game who was asking us to, cast this game using the Panorama UI. I must say it's a little weird, but I think we'll get used to it. But the best part about this Panorama UI is this scoreboard. It looks so pretty. So cool. And this is the first major update CSGO has had since 2012, since the game was practically launched. There have been there have been 4 major updates. The first one was the update in which they introduced the concept of skins, and that just changed the whole thing together. That did not just change the game, it changed the esports scenario in India. Not just in India, pretty much all across the world. So many companies now thrive, revolving their businesses around skins. And that was one of the most major updates of CSGO. The next major update that CSGO saw was the introduction of the CZ75. It has basically turned into a staple eco weapon for everyone. The third major update obviously has to be the AWP nerf. I mean, I used to remember people like KRiPz and Pasha, they used to go so aggressively, no fear, no regrets, just go in, get some kills, fall back all at the same time without taking any damage. As soon as that AWP nerf came in, everyone had to change their playstyles. And I think the most heavily impacted player was KRiPz. And then obviously this is the 4th major update that CSGO has seen. There was a little scenario back in 2016 when the recoil patterns of the AK-47 and the M4A1 were changed. But then that update received so much negative criticism that Valve was, forced to, revert back to whatever recoil pattern was existing. They did tweak it a little in 2017 by introducing the second shot update, but then it did not really have that much of an impact as the previous one did. It did emphasize tapping over spraying or bursting, but then it's not that bad. So people were open to this change. They were not really criticism. They didn't throw too much negative criticism on it. So I think it should be good. I hope they don't take another timeout. God damn, please don't. Please don't. No more timeouts. Yay, we can finally get this match underway. First round, Fidato on the T side, OpTic on CT, is going to be starting now. What do Fidato have in store? Accelerate has plenty of utility. He has 2 flashbangs under smoke. Everyone else on his team has armor. On the CT side, the YB has 2 flashbangs and a defuse kit. Everyone else with armor. Looks like they are going to be inclined to go towards the B side this time. B shot already under attack. SK has picked up the kill on Forsaken, but more fighting is going on. iFrag, however, he wraps around from behind and takes both those kills, leaving Antidote in a 1 versus 4. Lands a good headshot onto Cone, but he still has 3 more players to find. The bomb is going to be planted in now. Flashbang comes in, he successfully dodges it. Another one is here, and now he's behind. How the hell is he still alive? Nope, he isn't anymore. Somehow, Fidato have taken the first round. Not the kind of start that I would have expected. I think most of it can be attributed to iFrag's wonderful wraparound. That guy, he came in from the B short area, wrapped around the people who were defending B long, and that was impressive. Once again, they are going to be inclined to go towards B, but this time, however, we have 2 players from OpTic India coming in aggressively towards connector. iFrag, however, with the SMG, sprays both of them down, gets a third one with the USB as well. Nayak is there with the 4th with the Galil. SK finishes up formless, and that is going to be the round. Fidato, just like I said, they like playing aggressively, and if they continue this momentum, they might just be able to upset OpTic India. But I think I might have spoken too soon. This was just an eco. Even this round is going to be an eco, and the one that will define, the one that will test Fidato's metal is going to be the next one, which is the buy. This round, once again, Fidato might just be having an easy time, farming some money with those Mac 10s, as OpTic India decide to stick only to USBs. They're going to stack 4 people towards the B side. Marcel picks up the kill on SK. His teammates are not anywhere close to him to back him up. However, that is because they are trying to go towards the A side. Long is already under control. Looks like OpTic India now are realizing that the assault is going to be towards the A side and not B. Managed to go towards the bank. He's only good for 1 kill. As Formless wraps around from behind, gets the kill on Drone and Accelerate. Even they pick up 2 kills of their own, leaving Formless and Marzel in a 2 versus 2. Nayak is very low on HP, but Formless is alive. Marzel, can he pick up at least 1 kill? No, that's not gonna happen. Fidato, 3-0. And now this is the round that will test what they're made of. OpTic India, now they have the first buy round. We have an AWP on Antidote, but here's my concern. Antidote does not have any armor, so that means this is a glass cannon. Even a single bullet towards Antidote's body will shake his aim up, and that will make him miss his shots. This could be pretty risky because he's going towards the party area. Nope, he's gonna hold back. It's gonna be Marzel who pushes up the party area. This should be pretty interesting. 2 of the players are already wrapping around from B short. We have SK still waiting towards the B long, waiting for the pick. The flash has come in. iFrag, he's going to fall back. Formless, he's gonna push out. Nayak is there to take him out. Accelerate, he is over here as well. Gets 1 kill, gets another one. Will he be able to get a third? Nayak has the AK, he is fighting him, but he's down to only 15 HP. SK, wow. No, he's not doing that right now. He has an AWP, misses that shot, and Forsaken. Triple kill to secure the first round for his team. Like I said, this was going to be the round that tests what Fidato are made of. The buy round pits them against one of the finest teams in India. And now, even though they are on the lead, their economy is pretty much in shambles. They do have enough to buy this round, but then if they lose this one, they are not going to be able to buy up the next one. They might just be forced to go for a quasi-buy. Hopefully, they will be able to maintain this lead and not let OpTic get away with an unprecedented one. Marzel pushing a B shot with the AWP. This is pretty interesting because in this round, we have 2 AWPs and one of them has already gone down. iFrag God, he is doing so much damage for his team right now, opening up 2 important kills on the A shot area. Forsaken is the only one left over here, and he's gonna get traded out. He's good only for 1 kill, leaving Marzel in a 1 versus 3. This game is actually going much better than I would have expected. I really did not think that Fidato would be able to just steamroll in there, rush nicely, get wonderful headshots, and clean up Antidote. Even he had the AWP. I mean, I thought if they're gonna go A and Antidote was waiting for them towards A, Antidote would have a very easy time shutting them down with the AWP. But we didn't get to see that, so that's cool. It does prove that Fidato have the firepower to take OpTic India on, but do they have the tactical mindset that YB brings to the table? For those of you who didn't know, YB is from Germany. Obviously, if you have a European player playing in the Indian circuit, you can expect some next level mind games, like we saw in the previous game against Level Up Esports. They were bamboozling them so easily. Hopefully Fidato will be able to put up a much better fight than they did. Once again, we have the op on Marzel here. He's going to go towards the B short area, try to take a pick early on in the round. However, none of those players on the B side are going to be coming towards him. In fact, they are going to be inclined to go towards the short. Wonderful crossfire there from YB and Antidote. 2 kills going their way, and all of a sudden it's a 2 versus 5. OpTic India. This was supposed to be an equal round, so Fidato were never really supposed to lose a lot of players, but all of a sudden that birthday party rush was just ruined, and Accelerate now is the only one left over here. 1 versus 5 scenario. He does have an SMG, so any kills he takes will add $600 to his bank account. But then will that really help him, because they lost the round? They should have enough money to keep them going in the next round. At least Koon and SK do have enough money. Not really sure about iFrag. Now I can Accelerate himself. Maybe he can get some money with that SMG. Opens the doors. Formless knows where he is, and he's looking the wrong way. Formless is able to get that kill. Formless doesn't, but YB is there to help him out. 1 kill that adds $600 to his account. So the money not really strong on the Fidato side right now. They might have to go for a quasi-buy, settle for it. But let's be very honest, the money on the OpTic side isn't that impressive as of now as well. We have FAMAS on Forsaken, Rifles on YB, Antidote and Formless. And instead of Antidote this time, we are going to be seeing Marzel with the AWP. The smoke goes down, and now he's going to train his op towards birthday. But that's not really even going to be a problem, because Forsaken spaced 3 of them down. And Fidato, all of a sudden their rush has been ruined thanks to YB and Forsaken. They had a pretty easy time handling that one, and before I could even switch my camera towards all the action, they were all dead. That really shows what kind of firepower these 2 players bring to the table. What kind of potential they have to shut down Fidato rushing them in their tracks. Okay, this was an eco, so it doesn't really matter. But this is the round that yet remains to be seen. 5 AK-47s on the Fidato side. But what I'm concerned is they only have 3 smokes, so they might not be able to draw as many or as many fakes as they wanted to. two of the OpTic India players are pushed very close towards A long. We have Marzel waiting on the area. He does manage to crack down iFrag for 19 HP, but SK, he's going to pick up the kill on Formless. Marzel now comes in. He has picked up the second one as well, and even iFrag is going to go down as Forsaken peeks around from A long. Exhilarate still in the connector area, now regretting not going up connector in time to back his teammates up. However, at that time, Clone has taken down Marzel. That's what you get for overextending. He could have just stayed back and keep the man advantage to themselves. But then now Forsaken is in the birthday party. Not the birthday party, he's in the playground area. Gone. I don't think he's aware of his position. The bomb is dropped over there, so he's going to have to go there anyway. But at that time, running to Antidote, and the AWP is down. Exhilarate. He's not going to pick up that op, so Forsaken doesn't have to worry about too much right now, but he's in a pretty awkward position. Both the players are moving around him, and Clone is going to shoot his head in the back. Fidato, 3-5. I'm going to be very honest, I did not expect Fidato to be running away with this sort of lead. OpTic, they had that round. They got those early picks. I think Marzel and the two of the players who were on A-long, they just overextended a little and gave away that man advantage that they had acquired with so much difficulty. Fidato now have all the money in the world. 5 smokes, 2 Molotovs, so that should leave them in a position where they can easily outmaneuver OpTic India, maybe even pull off a few fakes. That could be pretty difficult to do against one of the finest of India. But then we have 4 players stacked towards the B site. The Op and Antidote even is over there. Marzel all by his lonesome defending the toilet area. Unfortunately, he is not aware that 3 of the players are moving towards him. We have Exhilarate watching the back. Marzel gonna run into soon. Gets another one as well. That's a bomb down. That should be the rotation coming in. Turns around, gets a 3rd kill as well. Marzel, he has done more than enough damage. And my god, all of this has suddenly gone wrong for Fidato. They get the kill on YB as well, but it's still a 2 versus 3. They exactly know where the bomb is. So that puts Fidato in a tough spot. We have Formless coming in from behind them, so that means they cannot go B. They might just be able to do so if they can get control of the connector area. Nayak, he is moving towards the connector as I say that. And this could be a disaster. They might just be able to outmaneuver OpTic. However, they know that the bomb is still on A-long. No moves have been made towards connector yet. Exhilarate still holding towards the toilets area. And now they are surrounded from all sides. Unless they can somehow go into connector, even that's not going to be possible as Formless has made his way over there. What are they going to do? Nayak now makes his presence known towards the A-side. Antidote has a tough time scoping in on him, but gets the kill anyway. And he doesn't even need to fire the other shot because Forsaken is there to back him up. OpTic India with the 4th round on board. Fidato still in the lead, but I want to see how much longer they can stay in the lead. 10th round of the match now coming in. Fidato, their money doesn't really look good, doesn't look too good right now. They will go for a quasi-buy. Flashbangs on Exhilarate. A smoke as well. CZs and P250s. 1 deagle on Nayak. Once again, I think it's going to be a fast rush. We have Exhilarate waiting towards B. The rest of the players going towards the connector area, where they will run into Marzel if they go upstairs. If they don't, they're going to fall and he's just going to get shot in the back. However, Forsaken and YB, they are there to shut them down, putting Exhilarate in a 1 versus 1 situation. He's gonna get aim punched, even though his aim was pretty good onto Forsaken. No armor, he will make sure that none of those bullets land on him. Five, the scores are tied. It looks like OpTic have just a little bit more money than Fidato. We have an AWP on Antidote and he's going to go towards connector. He's only going to find Exhilarate over there. He's burning in the Molotov, so he's going to be forced to fall back. Meanwhile, the rest of the terrorists are wrapping around towards the B-shot area. 2 of the players over here. Antidote has picked up the kill on Exhilarate in connector and he falls back to safety. That leaves all 4 of the players of Vedato towards the P side. Flashbangs are gonna go in. Now they have no choice but to commit to this execute. Gone opens things up by killing Forsaken, but Formless is waiting for them over there. He misses that spray, and even Formless is gonna go down. The site is in control of Vedato. Wonderful take. But Mazel, he's wrapping around online. YB is there on the Heavens Eater as well. They're getting shut down from all directions. All of a sudden, Mazel picks up the second kill as well. Vedato, they have no idea what went wrong over there. 1 second, they have all 5 players alive. The next thing you know, 3 of them dead. Nayak in a 1 versus 4. And what does he do? He has players coming in from all around him. The only thing he can do is lose his life. OpTic India have taken the lead now. Vedato do have 5 points on the board, but it might just look like OpTic India will be looking to close this half at a 10-5 scoreline. Unless Vedato can pull off a few more upsets. Doesn't look really possible in this round because they only have CZs. They have taken control and they're going to go towards the A short area. Mazel is waiting for them with the AK-47. Vedato and IFAC is going to go down as well. That's a second from Mazel. Oh, can't turn around and get that headshot on Accelerate, but YB is there to back him up. Forsaken, he has taken down Nayak, and that leaves Estevao in a 1 versus 4. Make it a 0 versus 4, as he's going to lose his life, and OpTic India run away with this 7th round. Vedato, now they finally have money to put up some utility and guns on the board, but no AWP on the terrorist side this time as well. However, they do have plenty of utility, so that means they don't necessarily have to go for a rush play over here. They can play around, wait for picks, and even go for fakes if they can. However, I don't know if they will be able to outsmart OpTic India. Let's see what happens. Antidote gonna lead the charge once again. Pushes through the Molotov, doesn't do too much damage. Misses that shot, and that is a costly mistake. Drag has taken down Antidote. Goes there with the 1. Oh, he takes on the second kill as well. That's pretty interesting. All of a sudden, that Vedato, they were in the lead because they got that opening kill on Antidote. But Forsaken denies them that man advantage. Now what are they gonna do? Accelerate. Tapped towards the P-short area. Meanwhile, the rest of his teammates still trying to get picks over at the B site, but they are not getting anything. Goon, he's aware that the backside is unguarded and they might get a flank from OpTic India. Unfortunately, they won't see anything right now. But then this 3 versus 4 scenario is putting them in a tough spot. 50 seconds left on the board. But they're trying to wait for to push. SK has picked up a kill. Cone has picked up one as well. Scenario. Accelerate catches YB off guard, and now it's all up to Mazel in a 1 versus 2 scenario. Cone is only on 20 HP, so a single bullet will be able to take care of him. But then Accelerate is the player he's gonna run into first. Sees his head. Oh, Mazel didn't really shoot it down. He did see his head, so now he knows that there's at least 1 player in pit. He is not aware, however, that Cone is also there. Accelerate. He's gonna take his head off. And OpTic don't quite win that round. 7-6. Vedato still looking pretty strong. This is a good match. I didn't expect Vedato to put up this much of a fight, especially after seeing the previous match against Level Up Esports. I thought OpTic India would be, walking in the park right here. Apparently that is not the case, so that's good. Let's take a look at the scoreboard, and oh my god, look at Forsaken's score. 17 kills for 7 deaths. That's impressive. Accelerate once again gonna try to take connector control. Mazel, however, is there with the AWP this time. 4 of the players coming towards the fountain area, and we have Accelerate. He's gonna fall back from the connector, come towards the fountain area as well. So now Mazel doesn't have to worry about getting shut down from both the sides. He doesn't have to worry about looking towards connector. He can focus on the B-short area as well. Now, oh my god, he misses that shot. Now he has given away his position, so now he will be forced to fall back and take care of his derriere. He's not aware that the players are coming towards there. Nayak picks him off. An early pick for Vedato in this round will really help them out. Help them go a long way. I fragged over here. Gets the kill on Antidote. Wonderful headshot. Not gonna be able to land the shot on YB though, but he's down to 17 HP. Will he be able to fall back onto the side? Nope, that's not gonna happen. Forsaken, formless, 2 versus 4 scenario. They know that Fidato is headed towards A. Are they gonna continue their assault towards this A side, or are they gonna switch back and go towards B? Well, at least Formless and Forsaken have done so. Looks like they did not want to defend this A side. They thought that Fidato would try to go towards B. That's not gonna happen though. They might just be able to go for a good save. Bomb hasn't been planted yet. I don't know what they're doing. Trying to make sure that none of the OpTic players are waiting for them sneakily around any of these spots. 13 seconds left on board, and now the bomb will be planted. Forsaken and Formless. Are they gonna go for it? I don't think so. They're just trying to save towards the T-spawn area. I really hope Fidato don't spend too many resources trying to hunt down the remaining 2 players. Because even if they do hunt them down, look at the scoreboard right here. OpTic won the previous 4 rounds. So that means they have plenty of money in the bank. Even if they do hunt them, they are risking losing their own weapons. So it's not really that much of a risk, especially when you know that OpTic will be able to buy the next round as well. Won't be a full buy, but they will definitely have some weapons. They do have 2 M4s retained in the next round. Plenty of money on YB, so he can afford an AWP. Meanwhile, Marzel and Antidote, they can settle for SMGs. Or if YB doesn't decide to buy an AWP, he can even drop them M4s. But that's not gonna be the case. The big green gun onto Antidote now, and this time he's not going for a glass cannon. He has all the armor in the world. Last round of the first half. What is gonna happen? I think this is the first time I'm seeing an AWP on the T side. Nayak. He's gonna bring that off towards the birthday area. Antidote tries to get that pick, but he's not gonna connect that shot. Marzel now, he's supposed to fall back. There is a gap in the smoke, to which he can see SK, but he's not gonna be able to kill him. Opening pick for Fidato. That should make things really easy for them. Antidote, now he's in a tough spot because he has all these players rushing towards him from both the directions, and he doesn't know where to look. He's gonna have to fall back, lay down that smoke, maybe get a spam kill. No, even that's not gonna happen. SK picks up another kill. Antidote lands 1 shot. That's the bomb down right there, so the rotation should be coming in. But SK with another wonderful headshot. How does he keep doing this again and again? Forsaken and Formless once again in a 2 versus 3 scenario. Make that 3 versus 2. Oh wait, Forsaken, he's come back with 2 kills. 1 versus 2. Nayak, he's very low on HP, but he has an AWP. As soon as he peeks around, he's gonna get that shot. Fidato, 8-7 lead. I'm gonna be very honest, I did not expect Fidato to be leading the first half. Maybe OpTic India will have some tricks up their sleeve for the T side, but then the CT side was not as impressive as I expected it to be. Or maybe Fidato is just, trying to surprise us all. Okay, this is odd. Panorama, what are you doing? I can't disable the scoreboard now. Why is this happening? Panorama, don't screw me over, please. Not now. Oh my god. OpTic, they're moving towards the B-shot area. 2 of the players, make that 3, now have rotated from the connector towards the B-shot, and I still don't know how to get this damn scoreboard off the screen. Why is this happening, man? You know what? Forgive me, guys, but I think I'm just gonna reconnect to the server. The person who asked me to cast this game on the Panorama UI, well, this is your fault. I had to reconnect it. Luckily, we did not miss too much action. It's only gonna be iFrag God that's gonna be taken down while we were gone. Meanwhile, OpTic India are making their presence on B. Notice the bomb is right there. However, they have players spread out far apart. YB is in connector. Meanwhile, we have Formless waiting still towards A. And that is pretty good because 2 of the Fidato players are still onto A side. SK and Gone, the only ones on B. So the CT defense is pretty far spread out now. Regardless of wherever OpTic go, it's going to be pretty good. Formless is going to lose his life towards the A side, but that should make things very confusing for Fidato as they don't know where to defend. Cone and SK picked up 2 kills of their own, making it a 2 versus 3. A little team kill from Antidote, but then he manages to get the headshot on Cone. Now he's holding this angle to make sure that none of the Fidato players come pouring onto the B side, and all of a sudden it's gonna be Nayak in a 1 versus 2. He's gonna take the fight with both of those players, somehow managed to land that headshot on Antidote, but the Nayak has only 50 HP, meanwhile YB has all 100. The bomb is planted, and it's gonna be up to Nayak to make this play work. He only has 40 seconds to do so. Coming in from the water pit area, YB, now he's spotted him out. He doesn't really have to take this fight. He can just waste as much time as possible. He's gonna try to stick it, but Nayak, that is a costly mistake. He's gonna be down to 13 HP now. Unless he can land a headshot onto YB, it's gonna be OpTic India's pistol round. 8-8. But that was a pretty good pistol round. Really close. YB doesn't want to show his HP, doesn't want to give Nayak the satisfaction of letting him know how much damage he had done. Not a problem though, because this time Fidato, they've gone for a force buy. SMG on Nayak. Everyone else has armor. 2 of them even have helmets. So this should be good to see. Mazel gonna move in towards the B-shot area. He might just be able to get a pick on iFrag and maybe even SK right here. But then Formless is so incredibly close over here. Does he have any idea that Nayak is waiting there for him? He does, and he gets the headshot onto him. Meanwhile, Mazel also has sneaked in towards the site. Formless gonna go in towards Connector. So now OpTic India is pretty far spread apart. Mazel is trying to distract them over towards B. Now he has fallen back, and Fidato have absolutely no idea what to do. OpTic India, they have so much map control right now. They're all over the place. Once again, the defense of Fidato is spread out. 2 players on B, 2 players on A. The rotation could be very costly if they decide to go A. iFrag, he's exposed himself, and Marcel is gonna get the kill on him as well. Kun, he's down to 1 HP, so he's as good as dead. And it's gonna be the execute towards the B side that's gonna come in right now. Kun hiding behind the pillar. He's gonna lose his life as Antidote picks up the kill on SK over on A side as well. Frags going down left, right, and center. Accelerate. Now in a 1 versus 5. He gets spotted out. Gets the kill on Antidote, but Formless is there with him. So only 1 player lost for OpTic India on this side. Fidato, they had considerable investment in this round. They had SMGs and armor, even helmets on some people. So they're going to be forced to equip for the next 2 rounds. That should let OpTic India get up to 11 rounds on the board. YB, Antidote, they have AKs this round. They should be able to take kills from far apart. Forsaken has a Galil. Meanwhile, Mazel holding on to his favorite Mac 10, the money-making machine. Once again, he's going to go towards the B side, try to get some kills and farm some money, maybe just distract his team. But he has no idea that all the Fidato players are waiting towards the B side. They have a wonderful stack right here, and Mazel is doing an incredible job of keeping them there by throwing in grenades. Meanwhile, the rest of the OpTic India team are inching closer towards the A side. Mazel picks up a headshot onto Cone, making it an instant 4 versus 5. This might just agitate Fidato to make some move and get their asses out of B side. But are they going to do so? Are they going to continue holding here? Mazel gets another one. That's $1,200 in the back for him. Flips around and gets the headshot onto Nayak. Finally going to go down to SK. But he has done his job. He's done more than enough damage. 600 times. That's $1,800 for him. Formless. Not going to be able to connect the shots with that UMP. High frag. Now, the Fidato players have managed to get themselves 2 SMGs. They might not be able to clutch the round with this because they don't have any armor. But then even if they get any kills with the SMG, $600 in the bag for them. So that should let them get into this half earlier than expected. SK is going to lose his life to Forsaken. Now iFrag, he's waiting around the corner. He is aware that Antidote is around the corner. He heard his footsteps, definitely. But will Antidote give him away a free kill? Will he give him away a free AK? Nope. He's going to go towards the A side, to a long area. All the players of OpTic India, they're clearing this site right now. Even iFrag, he's going to be forced to fall back. Unfortunately, he's not going to catch anyone this time. Maybe once again, will that happen? Nope. I just said it too early. Caster's curse. iFrag is going to lose his SMG. Would have been really useful if he was able to carry it forward into this round. but not really a problem because this is the buy round for them anyway. 5 M4s, 5 smokes, good shutdown potential, but no incendiary grenades. So in case OpTic decide to rush, which I don't think they will because they haven't done that anywhere in the second half till now, I think Vidado should have more than enough utility to take care of this team. Accelerator. Trying to go for an interesting boost over here. Three of the players of OpTic India towards the connected area. We have trying to make some shots over towards B. Maybe try to get a rotate in earlier. But then it's pretty static setup as of now. From the connector area, they are gonna go towards B short, where that stack is waiting for them. Dropped down. He definitely spotted at least 2 of those players coming over here, so it's wise to fall back. Accelerate, however, is still gets the kill on YP, but Forsaken is there to trade him out. Now the rotation from Vidado is coming in towards the A side. However, they still have 2 players towards B. That's gonna spread their defense pretty thin across the map. And just in time as well, because now OpTic India has decided to go towards the B side after they have caused rotations towards A. Wonderful move. So will they be able to do anything? Gets the kill on Clone, but ifrag God. He comes through with 2 kills of his own. SK, even he is there with the backup. All of a sudden, whatever advantage that OpTic India had built up over the last few seconds has gone, leaving Formless in a 1 versus 2. The bomb is dropped inside pit. He knows that there is 1 player waiting towards the area. Now SK has gone down. Nayak, he already had given away his position before, but will he be able to catch Formless planting? The smoke is there and he's behind the pillar, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. Flash also comes in, but doesn't blind Nayak. Formless manages to fall back into the pit area. Nayak still navigating around the smoke. Will he be able to kill him now? And he does. Gets that headshot as well. Looking for the bomb, and as soon as the smoke clears, he doesn't have a defuse kit, but that shouldn't be a problem. He should be able to get the defuse. Vidado. Finally, they have put up their first round of this half. OpTic India, they only have the deficit of 1 round. Vidado are putting up a much better fight than I would have expected them to. They're definitely much better than the Level Up Esports team that OpTic India was up against before. And this really paints a picture for them. Either Vidado is really a good team and they deserve to be either in the Challenger tier or the Master League tier. Wait, Master League tier? Maybe these teams are definitely Challenger tier. Or B, OpTic India, they have a lot more work to do. And as of now, I'm not really sure which one of those 2 scenarios is it. I'm just gonna leave it for the future to decide. Right now, we have Marcel sneaking in towards the B-shot area. Once again, he is gonna run into Cone if he peeks around the corner. ifrag God over here. He is there as well. Misses that headshot, but he does land it on ifrag as well. Manages to fall back to safety. Does take some damage while falling back, but that should be okay because he's managed to get himself 1-man advantage. Vidado, once again, they're gonna be forced to spread their lineup and defense thin across the sites. 2 players onto B, 2 players onto A. Make that only 1 towards A, as Nayak is gonna lose his life. That stack did not really work out in their favor. Accelerate, gonna sneak in towards the long area while the rest of the OpTic players are coming in from washroom. Luckily, they don't have to worry about a backstab just yet. SK has managed to kill Marzel on the B side, so their lurker is now dead. 3 versus 4 scenario. This could be pretty interesting. SK is coming in from under them, but Accelerate is behind them. He's managed to get the kill on Formless, but now OpTic knows about his position. He's dropped down to 18 HP. No backstab potential because now they're aware of his positions. They don't know, however, that Cone is there on the backstab as well, and reverse him and gets the kill on him. Accelerate. Now it's all gonna be up to him. We do have SK who has managed to get him now, but yeah, he's gonna catch him off guard, and he's gonna catch Accelerate as well. OpTic India 11-9, finally putting up double-digit scores up there. Vidado, unfortunately, they have been reset after losing the first 3 rounds of this half. They win one and then they lose the one immediately next to it. That is gonna put their economy in shambles and let OpTic India run away with yet another unprecedented lead. 11-9. They already had a 2-round deficit, and this eco should let them, take 2 more rounds. We are potentially looking at a 39 scoreline here, so Fidato is gonna have their work cut out for them. OpTic India will have only 2 rounds left to go before reaching match point. To avoid that situation, Fidato, they have decided to stack the B bomb site on this eco round. Luckily, OpTic India, they are very smart. They decided to steer clear of the site at all. They only have Mazel over here who likes going towards the B side, as we have seen during the course of this match, trying to get some picks, or maybe even distract them and keep them onto the B side, not let them go back towards A, as they figured out that OpTic India is slowly inching their way towards the A side. We do have Forsaken and Formless still coming towards the B short area. Meanwhile, Antidote and behind him YB leading the charge on A long. They are gonna run here. He does manage to tack down Antidote to 23 HP, but he will not be able to fall back as YB catches him down. Now the rotation is coming in from Fidato, SK and iFrag. They have taken up their positions, but up against AK-47s and they only have pistols. Frag, he's going to be forced to fall back due to that Molotov. Unless SK can land some wonderful 1Ds over here, the side pretty much looks in control of OpTic India. Antidote and Forsaken open things up. It's all going to be down to Kone and Nayak. Oh, he's going to be blown up by the nade, leaving Nayak in a 1 versus 5. Will he be able to do anything? Even a few exit kills? Or maybe if he can just... Okay, he fires in the air, gives away his position. He wants OpTic India players to come and hunt him down. He wants them to go for him, because maybe if he can get a kill, he should be able to save an AK or something. Were you even trying? Runs up to Formless with a knife in his hand. Yeah, he knew that he wouldn't be able to do much with a USB, so why not just finish it off and, get to the next round, because that's where the comeback potential for Fidato lies. Not much money on the Fidato side once again. A couple of Deagles, 5.7s and PT-50s, but no armor. This time instead of stacking B, they are going to stack A instead. 2 of the players sneaking in from A long, where they will run into Antidote, who is waiting just for them right here. Antidote 1 taps iFrag away. He does not know that Accelerate is also right there. Kone. Now he decides to stop his advance, hiding behind this rock, waiting for Antidote to peek around the corner. But Antidote, he's just too smart for that. Meanwhile, Mazel, he has already made his way into the B side and it is empty. They do realize that Fidato is trying to stack A. Kone is going to lose his life as well, leaving only 2 players alive on the Fidato side. Mazel, at this point, he should have realized that the B side is empty, and now the rotation is coming in. OpTic India gonna go towards B. Meanwhile, Nayak and Accelerate are defending a site which is not under attack. Accelerate gonna lose his life as well. Nayak, 1 versus 5, can he do much? Okay, tags down YB, but not enough to take his life away. 13-9, just as I expected. And now Fidato should have enough money to get a full buy round on board. Oh, and look at this, they do. SK, he has brought up the big green gun. If he defends the A side with it, he should be in a position to shut down OpTic India well and good, because OpTic don't have any sniper rifles on their side. 4 smokes on them, no incendiary grenades. Okay, not really needed against a team like OpTic, who try to do a lot of mind games. But this time, Fidato, they have pretty good aggression towards the A side. Raids going down left, right and center. It's gonna be Antidote and Formless who come out on top, leaving Accelerate and SK Vow already in a 2 versus 3 situation. Formless tags down to 50 HP and Accelerate manages to fall back to safety. Meanwhile, SK is still with the AWP, defending the B side with none of the players coming towards there. Accelerate is gonna move towards the B side as well, trying to defend the side with his teammate so that at least they can get one side under lockdown. It's gonna be unwise to, leave one player on each side. Marzel, he should have heard those footsteps. Unfortunately, OpTic have decided to go towards the B side exactly where Fidato are waiting for them. Fidato, man, I must say, they not only have the aim and firepower to take on OpTic India, they have such a good read on this situation. SA holding the B long with his op. Doesn't have to fall back because the flashbang misses that initial shot, but Accelerate is there in the pit. Now he has heard that plant, not gonna be formless, but he does take down Antidote. Formless, he's back down to 27 HP right now, and that should be enough. Somehow SK dies to the Molotov, but that's good because they have managed to secure this round. Something that they needed desperately. Taking a look at the scoreboard right now, Forsaken has a very impressive score. 26 kills and 11 frags. That's nice. Formless needs to step up because he's only on the single digits frag right now with only 9 kills. Meanwhile, everyone on the Fidato side have pretty much consistent frags, so that's nice. However, on this round, even though Fidato won the last one, they lost a lot of their players, and that means they're gonna have to go for UMPs and M4s this round. Meanwhile, OpTic, they had all that money, so they can afford the AWPs. This time it's gonna be a fast B rush. Forsaken leading the charge for them. I have managed to take down 2 players. Even trade 2 for 2. Leaving this round in a 3 versus 3 scenario. Retake should be coming in from Fidato players now. Accelerate and Nayak have a good position. I don't know if the OpTic players would have expected this wraparound from behind them, but now they do. They have made contact with Forsaken. The site is wide open. Both of those players are gonna have to come either from B short or B long, and Forsaken is looking the wrong way. He hears those footsteps. Will he be able to get those kills? Nope. Nayak grabs on from behind. Antidote, however, is there to back him up. Gets the kill on Nayak. Now, he is gonna have to stick it because the bomb is so close to being defused. Antidote, will he be able to make it in time? No! What just happened? Accelerate! Ninja defuses it under Antidote's nose. Man, OpTic India, they had that round. They just let it slip away because Antidote was not able to get there in time. And the bomb was not even planted for him. I don't think he realized that situation. He was going towards the B long monster area, but the bomb was not anywhere close to him. And a ninja defuse, not something I would have expected to see in this match. But then, I don't know, man, this match is full of surprises. I definitely wouldn't have expected a 13-11 scoreline. But this is what the scene is. Marzel once again trying to go towards B. 3 players are waiting for him on the B side right there. It's going to be exciting to see if he can get any picks. Meanwhile, rest of the OpTic players are going to chill towards the fountain area and wait for aggression from the Fidato side. They have been known to push towards the A-long. Marzel, he does manage to get a kill on Cone, and that should once again spread the defense really thin. Forsaken pushes through the smoke, catches Accelerate off guard, and now 3 versus 5. Fidato not looking too good right now. At this point, we have Ifrak chasing down Marzel, but he's gonna lose his life. Nayak does manage to take down YP, but he still has 4 more players to find, and the A side is under assault right now. Even trade, SK takes down 1, but Antidote is there. OpTic India now at 14 frags. 14-11, they're just 2 rounds away from match point. This should make things interesting. Fidato, they're gonna have to do something right now, otherwise it's gonna be a disaster. However, if Fidato do win this round, it should let them come back into the game, because if you take a look at the scoreboard, OpTic, they have just won 1 round. If Fidato wins this one, their economy is gonna be reset, and that should give Fidato some time to get back into this game. You know, stop OpTic's momentum. However, I don't really think Fidato will be able to win this round. They don't have as much firepower as OpTic India do. Antidote with the op trained it towards the A-long area, where he's not going to catch anyone. In fact, it's only going to be Nayak who's holding the B shot with, the A shot area with his Deagle. Meanwhile, the rest of the players from Fidato have stacked the B bomb site. Now Nayak, he sees those utilities being used towards the A site. He's going to fall back towards there. However, at this time, OpTic, they're not really decided upon where to go yet. Trying to take connector control and spread out across the map. Gain as much information as they can. However, they should be aware that Fidato have stacked B. Now they're going to rotate towards A. I don't even know why they rotated towards A. There was no utility thrown over there. No cues to bring in that rotation. They just did it instinctively and just in time to make things harder for iFrag, because he has no idea that all these OpTic India players are going to be coming, rushing towards him. 3 of the players in the connector area. We have YB coming in from Monster. And oh my god, Fidato made a wrong rotate at the wrong time without even OpTic India making any sort of fakes. So they just gave this round away to OpTic for free. Now the rotation is going to come in, but it's a tad bit too late. The bomb is already going to get planted. Retake. We're done. YB picks off Cone. Accelerate going to lose his life as well as he goes towards the pit. SK from the graffiti area does manage to land 1 kill on Forsaken. But will that be enough? I don't really think so. Even Nayak is not going to be able to hold on to his life much longer, and OpTic India finally at game point. Fidato, even if they lose this match, they should be pretty proud of themselves that they got OpTic India to 11 frags. And OpTic, well, this really sends a message that they need to work a lot more. I'm going to cut them some slack because they've only been formed like a few weeks ago. So, that's fine. But then, yeah, hats off to Fidato, man. I think at the start of this tournament, I would have expected every match to be a cakewalk for OpTic unless they run into some Master League team like Invictus or someone. But then even these players are giving them a tough time, so that's good. Now, Fidato, desperate to pull out whatever utility and weapons they have. We have Exilate with a shotgun waiting in the background. Actually, things easy for him. SK tags down Marzel to 10 HP, but not quite able to get that kill. Unfortunately. But he has done plenty of damage, so that's at least one player out of OpTic India. Exilate. Tag down. He's going to lose his life as well, leaving Nayak and Cone in a 2 vs 5 scenario. Marzel and Formless are pretty low, so that's maybe they can get 2 kills. However, they're still holding the B site. They have a M4 and a UMP. However, they don't have any utility at all, so which should make the retake very hard for them if they decide to go for it. Nayak. Now he's just wondering what to do. Cone picks up a kill right now. 2 vs 4 scenario. YB. He had a smoke in his hand. If Nayak was just 1 second earlier to that corner, he would have been able to get the kill on him. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen now. He's going to be forced to push through the smoke. What is Nayak going to do though? Forsaken. Lands a wonderful headshot onto Cone through the smoke. That's what happens when you give away your positions by firing through the smoke. Nayak in a Hail Mary 1 vs 4 scenario. Let's see what he can do. He stands on an M4. Attacks the back good, but doesn't quite get the kill. And that is gonna be the end, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, okay, this is cool. Panorama does look good, I gotta admit. OpTic, as expected, have won the match. Oh, what is this text still doing here? 1 second, let me get rid of it. And as expected, OpTic win the match against Fidato. However, what I did not expect was that Fidato would make them sweat so much. Fidato players, if you're watching this, hats off to you guys. Take a bow for yourself. And OpTic, they had a much more tougher time. What I noticed was that Marzel was going again and again towards the B side, keeping those players there. So what OpTic did very well in this match was play mind games with Fidato. They were making them rotate so often when they were on the T side. And sometimes they were forced to rotate even when they had absolutely no clue. I mean, I remember this one round I was talking about. All the OpTic India players, when they were on the T side, they were inclined to go towards B. Unfortunately, Fidato had stacked the B side right at that time. But without even OpTic doing anything towards A, they decided to go towards A for no reason whatsoever. So I think that was a mistake. Maybe a wrong read. Or maybe just OpTic India playing way too many mind games, making them wait so much that they had Fidato convinced that they are waiting on the wrong bomb side. So I don't know what went on in their minds, but that was really interesting to watch. The next game is going to be, I think, at 7 o'clock. Let me just check the So Strong website to see which team they're up against, the brackets. And very soon I'll let you know. interesting things coming up. The next match is gonna be between OpTic and Invictus. Now, this should be pretty interesting because Invictus obviously is a Master League team. However, what I don't know is their current roster. What I do know that Excali and Hunter now they have Entity. I mean, Mazel and Mazel क्या बोल रहा हूँ? Mazel is an OpTic. Excali and Hunter are an Entity. The cool thing is that Invictus on their Facebook page a few days ago, they announced that Sunny Das, aka Deathmaker, was going to be joining their lineup. But then now Entity have picked him up as well. I'm like, what's going on? Falcon left, Entity, Deathmaker is in. Just the player who was supposed to join Invictus. So that's like 3 Invictus players in Entity right now. Interesting. Well, the next game is going to be between those two teams, and it is going to be at 7? Is it at 7? Yeah, it's at 7. So I'm going to see you guys in just some time. What's the time right now? It is 6. So we have an hour to go between now and the next match. So you guys have an hour to go get your popcorn, get some juices, drinks. We also have the FIFA World Cup tonight, so stock everything in advance because after that game, I'm pretty sure everyone is gonna go watch football. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in an hour. See ya.
feelings touched. I put a wall around my heart, but you're breaking it down. It falls to the ground, 'cause I had lost what you just found. The noise all around, I'm drowning it out, like we're the only ones in the crowd. 'Cause you save me now, save me now, save me now, save me now, save me now. back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die, looking through the eyes of a brand new life. And so just find me, just find me. Sparks will fly if we scream no. This is not how we're gonna go. We are the ones who'll never let go. Just watch it. We'll never grow. We'll never grow. Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die, looking through the eyes of a brand new life. And so just find me, just find me. Sparks will fly if we scream no. This is not how we're gonna go. We are the ones who will never let go. Just watch us run to where no one knows. We'll never knows. We'll never grow. We'll never grow. Let it now. Now. Let it now.
I feel like I fought all my life for this. This one part, this 1/3 I've always missed. No, just don't let it go. I started the fight, but now I'm losing. So fall again, I'm scared of heights, yet it was me who ran away.
I can't forgive, can't forget myself. The peace that I'm missing, it kills me inside. I need help, oh please give me back this one part, this one that I'm sorry I lost it.
No, I let my weapons fall. I'm drowning in the fears, and now I know that I will fall again and let it go, but I can't stop to run
Okay guys, काफी time pass हो गया. We are back with the games and Invictus versus OpTic India is gonna start now. This match is gonna be on Overpass. So no, wait. Is it Overpass? It's Inferno. My bad. This match is gonna be on Inferno. Pretty interesting. Let's jump into the game and let's get this show on the road. Just kidding. Don't be creeped out by my eye expressions. Okay, it's time for us to jump in game. And let's get started. Wow. I must say the panorama looks really good. Whoever suggested us to start passing in this UI, I thank you for that. Even though there were some screw-ups in the last map when we did that. OpTic versus Invictus. Finally, OpTic is gonna be coming up across some resistance. The last two games that they played were pretty much a cakewalk for them. Level Up Esports did not really do much. However, the previous team that they faced, that is Fidado. I'm pretty impressed by whatever they did. They were able to get to. Okay, I'm gonna shut up for a while now because Blackhawk and Antidote are having some sort of fun over here talking to each other. If you guys didn't know this, but Blackhawk and Antidote used to be in the same team at one point in time. Maybe I should disable the voice. I mean, voice underscore enable 0 in the game when the game starts so that we can't really hear the players. I don't even think people hear them. They probably are using Discord or TeamSpeak or whatever. But regardless of that, the knife round is underway, ladies and gentlemen. Invictus. We have some mess up with the UI. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to connect to the game once again so that the UI is not broken. Man, Panorama, I must say it looks really good aesthetically, but they really need to, you know, step it up in terms of spectating it in the game. There are some bugs, which I'm pretty sure Valve will figure out sooner or later. Well, the UI is looking good. Knife round is underway. I'm just gonna get my observing script loaded. And here we go. 3 versus 4. Regardless of whoever wins, I'm pretty sure that the winner would like to start on the CT side. It's actually gonna be Invictus who wins this game with the final knife onto Marzel. And let's see whether they decide to... Wait a second, why is this game lagging? Ah, Jesus Christ, Panorama. Well, you really need to fix your shit. If this lag continues, I'm just gonna switch back to the regular old UI. Yep, it's definitely lagging. Let's check it out, what's going on. Seems good. I will definitely do this. Voice enabled 0, so we can't hear the players talk to each other. Otherwise, it's gonna be pretty unfair, right? Now, game is underway. OpTic India gonna start on the T side. Invictus on CT. What's pretty interesting over here is that Invictus have had a massive lineup change. Only Pasha Sahil and Manan from the previous lineup remain. Ribi is gonna be joining them in this game, even though he announced that he was retiring at the end of ESL India Premiership. And this is a lot of lag. It's practically intolerable. God damn it, Panorama. Fix your shit. Yeah, it's lagging playing. I don't really know what's happening, but it's definitely not the way I want to cast this game. OpTic India, they're gonna rush mid and make their way towards the arch area pretty safely. Formless, he's gonna pick up Ribi. And you know what, guys? As soon as this round ends, I'm gonna restart the game once again because it's lagging and I don't want to cast a lag game. Manan and Pasha Sahil get 2 kills on their own. Forsaken has picked up himself another one. Manan left in a 1 versus 3. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be able to cluster. So as soon as this round ends, bear with me for a minute, but I am going to restart the game. Because I don't know what's wrong. Maybe it's the panorama UI that's lagging so much. I'm going to try and restart the game. If that fixes it, then we are all cool. If not, then I'm going to switch back to the regular old UI. Picks up the kill on YB. That's cool. He still has 2 more players to find though. It's a pretty good crossfire from Forsaken and Formless. And that's going to be the cue. Quit the game. Started once again so that we can get it running nice and smoothly. OpTic India picking up the first round of this match. Oh, okay. That's a fancy way. I must say, man, the panorama UI looks really cool. So, what? What? How is this happening? Come on. What the hell? Come on, CSGO, don't troll me. GG, well played, man. Wait a second, guys. I'm sorry for this. I gotta figure this out. Give me a minute. Panorama, panorama, panorama. You look really good, but then you're full of shit. Oh god damn it. I can't even believe I'm missing out such a good game. It's first real game of the day, and this is what happens. Sorry guys, I'm gonna remove the panorama. Whoever was pinging me 2 games ago to turn on panorama, it has been giving me so much trouble. I'm just gonna disable it and go without it for now. चल निकल अभी. Please don't screw me over this time. What the? GG, well played. What am I supposed to do now? There should be a secondary Go TV. Yeah, let's join that one. Oh god, it's already 3-0. We have missed out so much. चल यार जान हाँ हो गया finally. What the hell? Downloading materials from So Strong. What are you up to, man? CSGO. Well, Lord Gaben, you give me so much trouble. Okay, we didn't miss too much. OpTic India, after they won the first pistol round, they are now at 2-0. Which would have been expected, obviously, because Invictus was on a full eco. They did not buy anything, not even. And here we are. Finally, it's 3-0. Sorry for this disturbance, guys. I'm really sorry. But then that's what happens when the panorama screws you over. Luckily, we did not miss out on too much. It's just 3 rounds, which I'm pretty sure would have gone in the favor of OpTic India anyway. Oh, now they have a timeout. क्या फालतूगिरी है साले तुम लोग के टाइम आउट तभी नहीं ले सकते थे जब मेरा गेम बंद था यार क्या है आज का दिन There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The match is finally live. Timeout is over. OpTic India is ahead by 3 rounds, but maybe Invictus can get back into the game. They have 5 M4s. However, they only have a head helmet on Pasha Sahil and Manan, which could be a problem if they run into Forsaken or Formless, because then they will be able to effortlessly headshot them with the SMG. Doesn't really count for much if you're up against AKs. But as of now, Pasha Sahil and Blackhawk, they have established a lot of dominance in the banana area. They have taken control and they managed to kill Formless as well, leaving the 4 players on the OpTic India side forced to go towards A. Now they're taking mid control. Marvel is coming in from the apartments area. Meanwhile, some teammates are lining up the executes. Smoke down in the face of team is there for the backup. That's the bomb drop right there. Forsaken has picked up 2 kills. It's a new scenario. Pasha Sahil, he has come in and sneaked into the graveyard area. Marcel, he knows exactly where he is. Takes him down with a wonderful headshot. 1 versus 1. Blackhawk versus Marcel. Will Marcel be able to do this? He has all the time in the world, but I don't think he's aware about Pasha Sahil's position. And as soon as the smoke dissipates, Blackhawk is going to put a bullet in his head. Invictus take their first round of the game. The interesting thing about Invictus is this is the classic lineup that they played with a year ago. Pasha Sahil, Blackhawk, Manan Reddy and KRiPz. This is the exact lineup which they used in order to get to the Master last year. However, this year, obviously, there have been quite a lot of changes in their lineup. 4 players were lost to Entity. And that's exactly what's happening right now. They lost 2 players over on the A side as well. Blackhawk did manage to pick up Marcel over on Banana. But then that does not really do much for them because Marcel was anyway going to lurk. Manan, he is going to wrap around with the SMG. Manages to land a headshot onto YB. Pasha Sahil, he picks up Formless as well. That in a 1 versus. Oh, that's a 2 versus 2. Antidote, wonderful headshot onto Manan. Blackhawk wrapping a line. He's going to run into Antidote soon. And that's a headshot, taking him down instantly. Pasha Sahil 1 versus 2 in the apartments area. He has given away his footsteps. Lands a headshot onto Forsaken. But the thing is, he does not have a use kit. That Molotov might be able to stop Antidote from coming in any soon. Another ninja defuse? Nope, he's not gonna do it. For those of you who were here in the previous game, Antidote was able to unsuccessfully let somebody run away with a ninja defuse when he was alive. For those of you who are asking where's Excali and Hunter, well, they're not in Invictus anymore. They are in Entity Gaming. And so is Deathmaker. So Entity Gaming, Sai retired, not retired, he's on a break actually. He's letting his hand heal a little. He had some problems over the last few years, so now he's gonna stay there and let it be. Aside from Sai, we have Falcon, who will be replaced by Deathmaker. Once again, it seems that Pasha Sahil and Invictus are gonna take banana control. OpTic are not even trying to go over there, so they're just basically letting them have banana control. Meanwhile, the rest of the players are focused towards the second mid area, trying to gain control and maybe get some information over here. However, they are not aware that 4 of the Invictus players are right here on this site. 2 kills with the CZ. Binary bug. But YB and Antidote reply with 2 kills of their own. Binary bug manages to get himself an AK. Pasha Sahil still holding banana with the scout. Good crossfire over here on the A side, but then Pasha Sahil is gonna be in trouble. 3 of the players are gonna come towards him. Misses that shot and he has been tagged down to 11 HP. He's somehow gonna fall back onto the side, but will he be able to hold on any longer? The backup is very far away. Blackhawk, he's coming in towards the B side right now to help Pasha Sahil out. But will it be too little too late? They don't have much armor. Pasha Sahil only 11 HP. Blackhawk does have the armor, so he doesn't have to worry about aim punch. But he doesn't have the range on the CC right there. At this point, YB, he's making noise over towards the A side. And that's exactly when Blackhawk decides to rotate back towards A. Unfortunately, he has no idea that Pasha Sahil, he's gonna be left alone here. Blackhawk manages to kill YB as he was rotating in from the CT area, leaving Formless and Antidote in a 2 versus 3. Both of them are very low at this point. Not really sure what's gonna happen, but Blackhawk knows where he was, and he's gonna take him down. Formless remaining. Binary Bug is gonna take care of him, and that is gonna be the second round on the board for Invictus. Another pause. GG. Thanks for making us wait so much. Looks like one of the players on Invictus has lost his internet. Man, is this some sort of caster's curse? Every time I try to cast a game, they just manage to disappear from the server. I'm gonna blame it on the rain. Because, as far as I know, Pasha Sahil, Ribi, Blackhawk, they're all based in Mumbai. And Mumbai is facing tremendous rains today. I had to swim to work today. I'm not even kidding. So yeah, these rains, they really screw up. Especially if you're in a city which is very close to the sea. OpTic, however, sitting in Bangalore, the technical capital of India, they're not anywhere close to any sort of water body. Oh, what? Okay, even Binary Bug is gone now. What's happening, guys? And he didn't time out, he disconnected it deliberately. Some sort of technical issues, weird ones over here. I can't increase the brightness on this game mode because it's in the full screen windowed mode, and that is the recommended setting for casting games. So it's pretty much all the brightness I can give it to you. I'm gonna have to switch to full screen mode if I want to do that. But then this PC has been lagging so much already. I don't want to take any more risks. Maybe I can do it now that the game is paused. Manan ka power cut. It's not even an internet issue that he can call up the calls and the service center and just bash them with a ton of abuses, and it's gonna start working again. If the power is out, it's most likely out for a good amount of time, like a few hours. That means Manan is gonna have to relocate to a nearby cyber cafe, which also is, kind of impossible at the moment because the streets are flooded. I don't even know where he lives, so if he's close to a cyber cafe, all well and good. If not, well then, Invictus, they're either gonna have to forfeit or they will have to play the game 4 versus 5. And yeah, it would be really cool if you guys stop spreading rumors about lineup changes and whatever. Uh-oh. Dum 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 dum. I can take only one more pause. That's what the admin says. Invictus, you don't have much time. 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Definitely not enough time to, let Manan go to the cyber cafe. Or maybe go to his neighbor's house and install the game over there and start playing. Wait, अगर उसे घर पे पावर कट हुआ है तो उसके नेबर के घर पे भी पावर कट हुआ ही रहेगा. God damn it. Why doesn't the weather let us enjoy some good CS? And I don't know, I mean, Indian games are the only games that I have ever faced this problem with, that people have disconnected in between. I was casting the DreamHack Stockholm Open qualifiers a few weeks ago. Even over there, all the matches that involved Indonesian, Thailand, and every other team from Southeast Asia, they never faced this issue. Whenever an Indian team comes into the picture, they always have one player or two players disconnecting. And this is not just something that's happening right now because of the rains during Dew Arena. Back then, during the DreamHack Stockholm Open qualifiers, there was no rain, no weather disturbances whatsoever that you can blame the internet on. But people still disconnected. And that just really paints a very sad story. People don't have infrastructure here. I mean, they do have the infrastructure, but then whatever infrastructure they are promised is basically not given to them because the internet companies are either lazy or sometimes the power companies are lazy, and there's just a thousand different reasons why things can go wrong. Just like Formless is going wrong right now. He's just spinning around. Hey bhai, spin bot activate karke aaya kya? Wait, I'm gonna spectate him. Yep. Explain this. Explain this, people. He's either moving his mouse way too violently, or what is this? Okay, I'm gonna stop looking at him, otherwise I'm gonna get nauseous. Come on, Manan, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. If that doesn't happen, OpTic India are gonna win this by default. Or maybe Invictus is gonna play it 4 versus 5. Which would suck. I mean, this is the only decent game in the entire day. The last 2 games were pretty much a cakewalk for OpTic India, and now this is like the first proper enemy that OpTic India is up against. Invictus, one of the strongest teams in the country, even though they have gone through a lineup change right now, even though it's not the same lineup that won the ESL India Premiership, they still have some pretty good players who can stand up against OpTic. And this is the game I had been looking forward to ever since I started casting today. And now this match is the one that's gonna run into problems because of some goddamn lazy person in some goddamn Indian electricity company who doesn't do his job properly. That's gonna suck. Pasha Sahil says, admin, we need one more pause. भाई तुम्हें जितने pause लेना है ले लो. But please, player ले आओ. Ribi says they're gonna be taking a substitute. Well, hopefully they do it right away. More waiting time. Who are they gonna get? That should be really cool because this lineup has already gone a roster change now. Playing with another substitute is just like Nehele pe dehla, man. Another 10 minutes of timeout. Oh my god, I'm starting to lose my patience now. Okay, this could mean trouble. Apparently, Mountain Dew Arena does not allow substitute players to take place of the if any of the players disconnect or whatever. So it is gonna have to be Ribby who joins this game and not anybody else. I don't know how this admin has allowed this to happen. I mean, I don't know if bending rules is applicable or whatever, or maybe they'll exempt this one. But that yet remains to be seen. Talking about bending rules, do you guys know what's happening at the Faceit Asia Minor? That is some serious shady shit. So what happened? Okay, now that the match is paused anyway, I'm gonna take my time to explain about what's going on over at the Asia Minor. So the Asia Minor starts tomorrow, and apparently Team Signature from Thailand, they did not get their visas. So now the entire team, they can't play. And there were gonna be two groups. Okay, 4 teams in each group at the Asia Minor. Now they're down to 3 since Signature is not playing. More shady things that's happening are the team Firepower. 3 of their players had their visa rejected. Now, I don't know. They are allowed to take 3 stand-ins. I don't know how. It's not supposed to happen when 3 core players have been changed. But somehow Faceit allowed them to play with 3 stand-ins. And it's happening. I mean, that's bending rules right there. It was not supposed to happen, but it is happening, so I don't know, man. Just rules being bent and unethical things happening in the games. Yeah, that pretty much defines everything. This pretty much defines this entire scene. They don't have 10 minutes. They only have 2. Less than 2, in fact. They better pray for a miracle now. Otherwise, Manan, he can kiss the arena goodbye. Oh, okay. Now the admin has told them that they cannot take a substitute. Ribi and Pasha, they are losing their shit right now. Oh my god. Okay. No substitute allowed. Ah, disaster, disaster. I've seen way too many people asking about Hewan and YB, so I'm just gonna clarify this for you guys right now. Hewan is their in-game leader. YB is the coach. For some reason, YB is playing this game. You will get to see Hewan later on. And I know you guys want to see Hewan because he's the new person. He's the only person who made it through the open tryouts that OpTic India held. Everyone else in the team, they have somewhat proven themselves before. Formless and Marzel, if you guys don't know, that they used to play in Trademark Gaming together. And the last time I saw them was winning Taiwan Excellence Cup in Mumbai. That was Trademark Gaming's last tournament. That was the last time Formless and Marzel played together. After that, Marzel went to Entity. Formless, he kind of went underground for a while. And now that OpTic India is back, these 2 players, Formless and Marzel, the 2 brothers, they have been reunited. And you might have already noticed, their duo is deadly. Forsaken, I agree, even he was in a soup a few years ago. All sort of controversies and everything surrounding him. But this will let him, it will give him a chance to clear his name and earn his reputation back. YB, the man from Germany, coach of OpTic India. He's the brains behind this team. And given some more time, I'm pretty sure that OpTic India will be able to make some really cool plays. Okay, guys, Bulls is in the server. Hi, Anuj. Man, Antidote loves Bulls, doesn't he? ₹2 हे भगवान, क्या भाई केआर के बनना चाहते हो क्या? ₹2 ETA 5 minutes. नहीं ब्रो, रिबी सेज मनन विल बी बैक इन 5 minutes. भाई मैं बोल रहा हूँ 5 मिनट तो डेफिनेटली नहीं होने वाला. हाँ 50 मिनट हो सकता है, 5 मिनट तो डेफिनेटली नहीं होएगा. Can't take a sixth guy. Bulls refuses. Says no substitutes allowed. Okay. Bull says he's gonna unpause. That would be really cool. Okay, guys, you know what? I'm getting bored waiting for this match to get started again. Instead, I think I am gonna cast the game between Brutality and WG right now while we are waiting. Should I do that? I mean, I don't see this guy joining anytime soon. Okay, change of plans, boys. We are gonna cast a different game. I'm not gonna wait for this guy to come up. I'm not even sure if he is gonna show up in this game. Whatever. Till then, let's enjoy some other game. This is gonna be Brutality versus WG. Are you kidding me? यहाँ पे भी टाइम आउट. GG. Screw it. I'm going back to the other game. अरे यार क्या मजाक है ये. 1 second. Started. 4 versus 5. Invictus playing at a disadvantage. चलो ठीक है कोई बात नहीं. Please don't vote for another timeout. Please don't vote for another timeout. I cannot stand this anymore. Oh my god. OpTic India 4-3 Invictus. Somehow they managed to take 2 rounds even at a disadvantage. My god. Timeout पे timeout. Timeout पे timeout. चल ठीक है ले लो timeout. रुको मनन के लिए. शशांक पांडे, just to tell you, हर गली में कैफे नहीं है bro. Finally, After what seems like an eternity of waiting for timeouts, we are gonna see some action. Invictus playing a 4 versus 5 game against OpTic India. I think on Inferno, playing 4 versus 5 on a CD side is disastrous because your defense is gonna be spread so thin you will not be able to do anything. Sure, you can definitely take banana control if you dedicate enough utility towards it, and that's exactly what Invictus is doing right now. They might have taken banana control, but then that leaves A side very vulnerable. It is incredibly difficult to defend the A side with only 2 players alive. At this point, Mazel has already sneaked into the apartments area. Meanwhile, we have Forsaken ready to bust out of this place. Okay, 2 kills already gone towards the A side. It's ripe for the taking. Now Pasha Sahil and Blackhawk are in a 2 versus 4 retake. Antidote has a very good position near the T ramp, and he's gonna kill Pasha Sahil as soon as he pops out of the smoke, leaving Blackhawk in a 1 versus 4 situation. There is no way he's gonna be able to clutch this out. He does have a defuse kit, but I don't think he's gonna go for it. He knows that Antidote is waiting with the AWP near the T ramp. Maybe if he has the guts, he can try to get that AWP, but nope. Mazel is gonna come in and take his head clean off. OpTic India leading 5-3. Unfortunately, Invictus were not allowed to field a substitute player. Manan lost power, and now they are being forced to play 4 versus 5. For those of you just tuning in, you're lucky that you're tuning in right now, because the past 10 minutes have been just waiting. And looks like it is going to be a lot of waiting again. This time Invictus, instead of going for an early banana control, they decide to go passive. Obviously, they don't have much utility to work with, so that's why this setup is coming in. 3 players are over towards the A side, with Blackhawk the only person defending B. Luckily, none of the OpTic India players have decided to go there, otherwise it would have been just a very easy take. Mazel already has killed Binary Bug. Mazel has been spotted. Antidote is going to pop out and take him down. Blackhawk and Ribi, the only ones left. Ribi has a pretty good position. Mazel gets another one as well, but Forsaken, he's going to take him down finally. Blackhawk in a 1 versus 3. I don't think he can clutch this out, but he can definitely go for some exit kills. If he can get that AWP from Antidote, that would be a very good eco round from Invictus. Holding towards the library, hoping that some people would come his way. It's gonna be the 6th round on board for OpTic India. As of now, Invictus, they aren't really looking too good. Their economy has been reset after they won the last 2 rounds. But then, that's exactly what they could have expected. 4 versus 5. Even if they managed to take like 10 rounds against OpTic India, they should be proud, because they're playing at such a handicap. And I mean, in the last game, the other team, who was just a bunch of people, Team Fidato, they're not even professionals. They're a bunch of bug team who was able to make OpTic India sweat. They were able to take OpTic India to 16-11. So I'm pretty sure Invictus might be able to do a much better job than them, even though they are at a disadvantage. Tenth round now underway. Pasha Sahil has the op and he's gonna twin it towards the banana. Let's see if he can get any picks. One way smoke gonna come in. And he does manage to tag down Mazel, but not quite getting the kill. Taking all those shots through the spams. OpTic India, they are slowly but steadily advancing towards banana. We only have Forsaken, who's over here in the second mid area, trying to gather some information, maybe hear some footsteps. If he hears more than 2, then he will give out the call to commit towards the B site. As of now, Blackhawk, even he is rotating in. I think Pasha Sahil must have heard those guys over there. So it's a good call, good rotation coming in here. 2 people definitely needed to defend this B site. But what concerns me is that OpTic India are not, committing to B side right now. The bomb is still lying at the T spawn. And what could be a disaster is that at this point, Forsaken has already wrapped in around from the arches area. So this could be a pretty good backstab coming in. Pasha Sahil has the op, has a good angle, so he might just be able to get a few kills. But what they are not aware of is the backstab that's coming in for them. Antidote, he's going to go around and get that bomb. He manages to take down Pasha Sahil as well. Well, there goes your B defense. Ribby and Binary Bug, the only ones left on A. And I don't even think they're going to try to go for this. They'll be lucky if they can hold on to their weapons right now. Because I think OpTic India is going to go and hunt them down. They don't want them to retain these weapons. If they lose this round, they won't have much money. 3-round loser bonus, so that's not a lot to work with. However, if they can get rid of these guns for this, it will be pretty good. Binary Bug has taken down Forsaken. They're still holding on to lives. YB picks up Ribby, but Binary is there with the trade. He kills Marzel instead. This could be a pretty good round if Binary Bug can even get 1 or 2 more kills. That would make the hunt very expensive. He does manage to get 2 kills. Only Antidote survives with the AWP. So that's a pretty expensive hunt for OpTic India. They ended up losing 4 players even when they were just out to hunt 2 of them. So not really a good trade. Invictus, even though they lost that round, they made it pretty expensive for OpTic India. It has definitely caused a dent in their bank, but they still have more than enough money to get themselves weapons for the next 2 rounds, even if they manage to lose this. But I do not really think that's going to happen unless they decide to go B, because all 4 players of Invictus are right there, and they have CZs and P250s. They even have flashbangs, so they might just be able to get a few kills on the banana area if those flashbangs are well timed. But that remains to be seen. Only 2 of the OpTic India players are committed towards the B right now. Pasha Sahil gets 1 kill, but Formless is there with the trade. Formless, however, is going to see a lot more action. It's another one as well. Not quite landed the spray down, but Blackhawk, he's going to take him down. 2 players down for OpTic India. Blackhawk is going to get himself an AWP. Oh my god. That's exactly what you shouldn't have done, OpTic. You can't afford to give Blackhawk that op. Now, you got to hunt him down. Marzel, he was waiting for him around the corner, exactly aware of his position, and no weapons saved for Invictus. OpTic Gaming leading 8-3, looking at a pretty unprecedented lead over here. But finally, Invictus might just be able to put a stop to their momentum. This buy round has come in. Ribby is gonna be the one with the big green gun this round. He's gonna train it towards mid. Hopefully, he might just be able to catch anyone going from the T ramp area. But he's not even gonna peek. Antidote is waiting for him at T ramp. Right there, he has the angle on him. At this point, we have some aggression from OpTic India towards the banana. Blackhawk has been taken down. Pasha Sahil is still trying to get a fight, and he picks up 2 kills. Good trade. 1 for 2. And now it's a 3 versus 3 Invictus. They are on an even footing. They might just be able to pull off this round. But this could be a disaster because Ribby, he's the only one over here. He's picked up another kill, but Antidote is there to trade him off. At this point, it's only Pasha Sahil and Binary Bug. Binary Bug over here in the pit. He's flashed currently, but all the players are over and trying to check in on him. Forsaken has been taken down. He does have a flashbang, which he is going to use against Antidote, but Antidote with the CZ finishes it off. 1 versus 1. Pasha Sahil has the M4, 40 HP. Antidote with only 50. So when it comes to health terms, it's pretty much an even footing. Pasha Sahil needs only 2 bullets to kill Antidote. But Antidote has the big green gun, and I'm not sure if Antidote is aware that Pasha Sahil is coming in from the boiler area. Pasha Sahil knows that he might be in the pit, checks around that corner, and a headshot to Antidote. He even has enough time to switch to the AWP and then go for the defuse. So that's the 4th round on board for Invictus. But here's the thing. OpTic, they have won 4 rounds in a row. That means they will have pretty much a lot of money in the bank. Look at this. Antidote, he's at $8,900 right now. Forsaken at $9,600. GG, that's very close to 10,000. Meanwhile, Invictus, they do have enough money to get a decent buy in this round. They even managed to get an AWP on Ribby. But Pasha Sahil will have to settle for a FAMAS. Luckily, they have enough utility in this round to shut down OpTic India. They have 4 smokes and 2 Molotovs, 1 on Pasha and 1 on Blackhawk. So that should mean they should be able to get banana control pretty easily, as both the Molotovs are going to go towards that area. Blackhawk pushing across, and he's going to catch Formless off guard. Wonderful push from Blackhawk. And no follow-up from OpTic India. So that means this trade is going to go unanswered at this point. Ribi with the op in the pit area. And the bottom goes the wrong way. He catches off YB. Will he be able to get any more? Gets the second one. But he's flashed and Mazel gets that kill. Pasha Sahil now moving in from the banana area. Blackhawk coming in from Arches. The retake should be underway anytime soon. It's a 2 versus 2. Good odds for Invictus, even though they are at a disadvantage right from the start. They might just be able to win this round. Antidote, he has a good angle on both the players coming in from here. The Molotovs are going to miss him, not going to catch anybody, not doing anything. But Mazel is in the first out of position. He knows exactly where Blackhawk is, peeks him down and takes him through the smoke. Antidote, however, is there with the AWP. Blackhawk has a flashback, but Antidote, he's not headed that way. And Blackhawk, he might just be able to pull off a ninja diffuse. He's looking in the wrong direction. Now he knows exactly where Antidote is, but time is running out. And he goes into the corner, barely survives with 4 HP. Antidote, that was some wonderful read. Had he stayed there, Antidote would definitely not have survived this. But then he wasted enough time, roamed around in the apartments, and that let OpTic India win that round. I think he's too scared of letting another person ninja defuse him. So if you guys watched the first game that I casted, Antidote let someone ninja defuse when he was alive. And I don't think he wants that to happen again. Can't do 2 things in the same day. Once again, it's going to be an unorthodox fight from Invictus. They managed to retain the op, but then his teammates don't have enough firepower. They only have pistols. And all those 3 teammates are going to go towards the A side. Meanwhile, Ribi is going to stay here all by his lonesome on B. At this point, Forsaken, he's in the apartments area. So this area is pretty much under OpTic control. Mazel has made his way to the boiler as well. All 4 players of OpTic India, they are inclined to go towards A, with only Formless trying to rattle some shots over here and trying to get some information as to where Ribi would be, where that big green gun would be. They're going to go towards A, and the execute should come in anytime soon. My concern is that at this point, YP and it's Mazel. They are moving towards the Arches area. Antidote has picked up a kill on Blackhawk, and this should let them clear up the site. A is definitely under control. I was worried about that. Maybe if these guys sneaked past the Arches area and got to B, then Ribi would be in trouble. Not trouble, I think that's what he would have been hoping for. He can shut down the players coming in from CT side if he had that op. Had OpTic India decided to go towards the Archer side, but that's not going to happen. They're going to settle for their miracle on A side. And they're going to run away with this round. 10th round on board for OpTic India right now. Double digits already coming in. Last round of the half, Invictus have to do anything to make it to a 10-5 scoreline. Because, let's be very honest, an 11-5 scoreline is not really something you want to go into in the second half with, especially when you only have 4 players on your team. If you're just tuning in, this is Mountain Dew Arena. Invictus versus OpTic India. Unfortunately, Invictus has lost 1 player. Manan apparently has a power cut. And obviously, you can't really do much against power cuts if the lazy power supply companies in India are not willing to help you. That's why Invictus is being forced to play 4 versus 5. And in the last round, they don't have the amount of firepower that they would have wanted to go with. 2 FAMASes, 1 M4, and just 1 AWP. They have 3 smokes, but only 1 Molotov. If OpTic India decide to rush somewhere, they're going to be in trouble. And that's exactly what they are doing. And now he somehow manages to Blackhawk. YB, however, is there to help him, and even Pasha Sahil has gone down. So that means the B side is ripe for the taking. The rotation is coming in from Binary, and Ribi has that big green gun, so he might just be able to pick off some players and make Binary Buck's job easier. Oh, maybe I just said it too soon. Mazel is there, and he's gonna shut both of them down. OpTic India looking at an 11-4 unprecedented lead in the first half. But I think this is the part where Invictus might just be able to do something. It is easier to play on a man disadvantage when you're on the T side as compared to playing on the CT side. Because on the CT side, especially on a map like Inferno, your defense is spread out so thin. You need a minimum of 3 players to defend the A side. assuming that you don't have any picks early on in the round. And that leaves only 2 players for B. And when you have only 4 players, so that means 2 on each side. And that's not something that you would want to go ahead with. That's not a great defense. So that's why I think Invictus will have an easier time on the T side as compared to this ridiculous code that OpTic India has run away with in the first half. They are converging in the apartments area. And it is going to be up to Forsaken and Antidote right here. YB is there as well. A flash is going to come in, but that's momentarily going to blind all those players. Not going to be enough to shut down their rush unless a well-timed flash will help his teammates take all 4 of them down. Now he's spotted them out and they're going to explode out of the apartments. YB spamming some shots through the smoke. He does manage to tag down some players, but that's all he's going to be able to do. No picks for his team. Even he's getting tagged down so much. Blackhawk and Ruby gonna pick up Formless. And they would leaving Forsaken and Marcel in 2 versus 4 scenario. Will they be able to do much? I'm not really sure. The odds are not really in their favor. Forsaken is taking a long drawn fight with 2 players over there. Finally, Binary is going to put him out of his misery. And Marcel is going to walk into his crosses as well. That's a wonderful double kill for Binary Bug to clutch the first pistol round of the second half for his team. Exactly the kind of start that Invictus would have wanted. OpTic, they're not greedy. They only have 1 armor and deagle on Forsaken. I don't even know if this was deliberate or he accidentally bought this thing. 3 deagles and P250s. Forsaken has the armor right there. But what's gonna happen? Let's see. At this point, the players of Invictus are inclined to go towards B. They do have SMGs. Plenty of utility as well, so they can simply explode into the B site. Formless, the only person over there, he's all by his alone. 4 players of OpTic India stacked towards the A side. Now the rotation is going to come in. Marcel is here to help him out, but I'm not really sure if that will be of any good. Marcel peeking around the corner. Don't do that, Marcel. You're going to have a bunch of people staring at you in the face. If he does it right now, he might be able to get a few off guard as they are lining up their smokes. He does get 1, but Blackhawk is going to chase him down. It's all going to be up to Formless now to stay alive for as long as possible before backup comes in. But then that's going to let Invictus take control of the site, and the bomb is going to get planted now. So runs into YB. He stacked him down to 8 HP. Oh, YB somehow survives. At the same time, no aggression is coming in from the other side of this of OpTic India. Formless now coming in from construction. Antidote is going to get taken down by Binary Bug. Bad idea to push through the smoke. This is a pretty good defense from Invictus. Wonderful crossfire setup here. And OpTic India, they don't have any utility to push Invictus players out of position or even try for this retake. I think it's going to be a save coming in right now. Or maybe OpTic India players will just try to look for extra kills. Forsaken is going to lose his life to YB. He could have taken down some players, but he did not really have the HP to do it. Formless does manage to take down Binary Bug, but he's not going to be able to retain that SMG that he stole from him as he dies to the impact of the C4. Not really a problem. 2 rounds of the first half in the favor of Team Invictus. OpTic India don't really have much money right now, so they might just go for a quasi-buy or decide to just eco it and get up the big guns next time. Marcel has picked up the Deagle. Formless upgrades to a P250, and so does Antidote. Forsaken and YB, however, hold on to their USPs. I like how the only player on the Invictus team that has an AK-47 is Binary Bug. The rest of his teammates holding on to SMGs that will let them get some money, which is incredibly important. It's something they really need if they want to win against OpTic. Since the next round, maximum loss bonus is going to be coming in for OpTic India, they will have a buy round, definitely. But then at this point, Invictus, practically a free bomb plant for them. And now the retake is going to begin. All of the players from OpTic India stack towards B. Now they're going to come towards A. Pasha Sabin holding on to those flashes. Gets the kill on Antidote, but Marcel is there with a 1D gone to him. Forsaken manages to get himself an AK-47. I don't really think he should go for the retake anymore. Just save those weapons. That would be really cool. Marcel has picked up the UMP, but still holding on to his diesel for some reason. He's going to take them down. And okay, even Forsaken is going to go down. Invictus get their AK-47 back. They should have saved it. But doesn't really matter because OpTic has enough money to put up a buy round right now. The AWP is going to come in on Antidote. Okay, I just said it too soon. This is interesting. A double op setup from OpTic. One on Marzil and one on Antidote. This should be interesting. Antidote is going to take it towards mid. Meanwhile, Marzil is going to point that big green gun towards the banana area. Let's see if we can get any picks early on in the round. Invictus Molotov is going to be thrown. That should stop Marzil from pushing any further. But then, I like how Invictus, they are not using too much utility. They just used up all their Molotovs. They now have the smokes coming in, so it's going to be definitely a B-rush coming in. Blackhawk, he's burning. Manages to get the kill on that one op down, but Formless is still there defending. Gonna throw down that smoke to ditch himself any more damage from the Molotov. Gonna spray blindly in the smoke and gonna take him down. It's all gonna be up to Formless. No, not Formless. It's gonna be Forsaken and YB to clinch the round for their team. YB already come in from the CT base. Meanwhile, we have Forsaken, who manages to get Battery by the bug off guard. It's a 2 vs 2 situation. Ribi has only 39 HP. The Molotov is going to force him out of position, and the flashbangs are coming in as well. And yes, we don't have too much utility to hold all this round. Do it. Nope, not gonna happen. Ribi picks up the last 2 kills and wins the round for his team. Oh, okay. Guys, it looks like Manan is back and just in time. His team is just starting to build up momentum on the T side, even without him. I can't even imagine what will happen once Invictus has all of their players running. That is going to put OpTic India in a very tough spot. This time, OpTic India are not going to try to take much map control. They don't even have enough utility to do it. It's practically a quasi-buy for them. The best that they should do is try to get a few kills and save a few seconds if possible. That is, if Invictus give them the chance to do so. Marzil still taking some damage from that Molotov. Shoved down to 69 HP. 69. Whatever. Childish joke. 3 players moving into its banana. The bomb is still at T-Ram, so no real dedication as of now. Blackhawk has picked up Marzil, but there are 2 more players waiting for him on the T site. Invictus slowing down things right away. They want to make sure that they don't run into a bomb site stack. That's why they're being so careful right now. If only at this point Forsaken and YB push a little further, they will realize that all the Invictus players are in fact towards B, and that should give them enough information to rotate. But he's going to be shoved down to 11 HP and YB is going to lose his life. Oh, Forsaken is going to go down as well. Invictus, they made the right call right there. Going towards A, especially when OpTic India players on the A side were getting greedy and trying to push. That just gives them 3 kills. And now the bomb is gonna go down. Formless and Antidote in a 2 vs 4 retake don't have any utility or even the firepower to take on them. Pasha Sahil, easy kill on Formless. All gonna be down to Antidote to do some damage, maybe steal a weapon. Will he be able to do so? He knows the position of Pasha Sahil in apartments, but he's not quite aware of where the rest of the players are. And there he goes. 9th round on board for Invictus. They are just 2 rounds away from catching up with OpTic. And if Manan joins them right now, they're gonna have a very easy time doing so. For those of you just tuning in, this is the Mountain Dew Arena match between Invictus and OpTic India. Invictus are playing 4 vs 5 because one of their players lost their power supply. However, his teammates are saying that he is back. I'm not really going to take their word for it. I'm just going to let the match pan out and see what happens. Invictus players inclined to take second mid control. Blackhawk, he's going to make his way towards Boiler. At this point, Marzil, he should have enough information that none of the Invictus players are towards banana, so that means he will let his teammate rotate. That means now there are 4 players on the A side. Invictus are deciding to hit a site which OpTic India have stacked very heavily. That should make life very difficult for them. Unless they decide to go back towards B, they're not going to have an easy time getting out of the situation. Blackhawk, he's going to have his head taken off through the FAMAS. Binary Bug still looking for any backstabs. Trying to make his way through the smoke. Antidote has a pretty good boost, and that's going to take him down. Wonderful boost from Antidote and Mazel. Ribby now. He has spotted out Forsaken, but he does not know that there is a player waiting for him in the pit. Pasha trying to come in through mid. Gets a kill on Formless, but now the bomb has been spotted, and now everyone in OpTic is very, very careful. YB still holding in the pit. Ribby gets a kill on Forsaken. YB is there with the trade. A double kill for YB. OpTic India, 12 rounds. And now Invictus, man. Okay, they do have enough money since they won 5 rounds in a row, so they're not getting reset anytime soon. But OpTic India is at a risk. They must win this round, otherwise they will be reset. And Invictus will have a very easy time catching up with them. And if Manan joins them, you can pretty much... OpTic can pretty much kiss Mountain Dew goodbye. The was gonna stop Ribby. Oh, he's taking damage. The smoke point, he saves his life once again at 69 HP. What? Well, for now, OpTic India seem to have taken banana control well and nice. Invictus have been stopped in their tracks. They are showing no inclination to go towards A. Oh, Ribby takes a lot of damage to that spam. Have a lot of people bouncing him into him right now. But then Formless is going to stand in their way first. As soon as that smoke dissipates, he's going to get blinded. And exactly as I expected, Pasha Sahil is going to take him down. It's all going to be up to Mazel to stop him with his big green gun and Antidote to help him out. 2 ops on the banana side. Invictus, if they decide to go for it, they're going to have to be very thorough with their aim or they're going to run into a lot of trouble. There you go, Mazel and Antidote both picking up a kill each. And that tells Invictus, nope, not to go B. There are 2 Dawn snipers waiting for us over here. Let's just go towards A, where we hopefully won't have any more ops. But then they don't have a lot of time, do they? They only have 35 seconds left. So if they're going to go for A, they have to commit to it. They can't really go back to B. I don't even think they would want to go there now that they have experienced 2 snipers. Man, Mazel and Antidote, they really shut down Invictus right there. 20 seconds to go. They're going to have to make a move right here. Forsaken and YB. A pretty good crossfire right here. Forsaken. He's going to take down Pasha Sahil. Meanwhile, Mazel comes around from behind him and kills him off. Now, OpTic India, luckily they have not been reset. That is something that I was fearing. If they were reset, Invictus would have definitely been a lot happier than they are right now. But then 9 rounds on board, even when they're playing at a disadvantage, pretty impressive. I would have expected Invictus to lose their charm after that roster shuffle, but then I'm going to be very honest, Pasha Sahil, Blackhawk, Ribby, these guys are really good friends, not just in the game, but in real life as well. So no matter what the lineup, Invictus will always offer a very tough fight, no matter which team they're up against. And I mean, both of these teams, they're pretty new. OpTic India, they started their bootcamp practicing only like 1 or 2 weeks ago. Invictus, they have a fresh lineup right after the ESL India Premiership, so both these teams are relatively new. And yeah, I mean, I would have placed my money on Invictus if they were all 5 players alive. Right now, they're inclined to go towards apartments, take second mid control. YB is waiting for them on the balcony. Blackhawk has heard him and now he knows exactly where YB is. He might just pre-fire and get on him, but he's blind in the smoke. Rushes out through that. Oh, but YB is still up there. How did they not realize him? Now Blackhawk knows exactly what happened and he's going to spray YB down through the smoke. Forsaken, however, rough scenario. He does manage to take down Blackhawk, but Ribby is there with the trade. So many smokes. Everyone is just getting blocked off right now. Ribby still holding on to the apartments. Now, the Invictus players are in the pit and apartments, so that should... Oh my god, Mazel! Double shutdown! God damn it, this guy is a beast. I thought those smokes would stop OpTic India from rushing in, but... I don't know, man. Invictus, they just took too much time. They did manage to get apartments and pit control pretty early and pretty well. But then they did not continue that momentum to take control of the site and plant the bomb. And that's exactly what put Binary Bug in a 1 versus 3. (14-9). OpTic India just 1 round away from match point, 2 rounds away from victory. Invictus on the T side. Man, we've lost 3 rounds in a row now, so there should be maximum loss bonus coming in the next one. And they are not going to let OpTic India, take a risk and have a chance. They are going to force it up, try to get this round and stop OpTic India from getting to match point. And no matter what sort of buy they go for in this round, they will have more than enough money in the next one. Probably for an op as well. Once again, since they have only CZs, they're going to try to take apartments control, where YB is just spraying them down through those doors. Pasha Sahil is going to get taken down before he even sees where he's getting shot from. Even Antidote is waiting for them right there with the AWP. This is the first shot. YB is going to go down, so there's no backup for Antidote. He has to fall back into the site. The Molotov is going to stop them in their tracks and give him some seconds. Binary Bug. Oh no, that's the bomb down right there. And his teammates are stuck in the apartments. Blackhawk Henry B. Man, they could have probably pulled something off if they still had the C4, but now it's absolutely no chance. The bomb is dropped in the middle of the damn site where every one of the OpTic players are waiting for them. That was a mistake, rushing through that Molotov, especially when you had the bomb. That's a costly mistake. They didn't really have much of a chance to win this round, but whatever little hopes they had, even that was destroyed when the bomb went down right there. Marcel is going to just casually walk up and finish the last 2 players, and OpTic India just 1 round away from knocking Invictus out of this tournament. Finally have the kind of buy that they would have wanted all these rounds. They have 4 smokes, so that should let them commit for an execute, but my god, Antidote pushes through the smoke and gets a kill instantly. Pasha Sahil has no idea what hit him. And now his teammates are going to be forced to go second mid once again. They definitely cannot go banana because Marvel has his big green gun pointed towards them right there. They're going to be up against 3 players in the A site. Make that 4 as even Formless is going to rotate in. Okay, that was a little bit of lag, but that's okay. Antidote, he's going to have his head taken off by Ribby in the apartments. Now, OpTic India should be aware that Invictus are inclined to go towards A side, even though we have Binary Bug waiting for them at the end of Banana. YB spraying down some bullets towards the entrance of Boiler right there, trying to keep Blackhawk at bay. Will he be able to do so for long? Not really sure. Ribby now coming into apartments, and the bomb has also made its way over here. Looks like it is going to be an A-take. Blackhawk already made his way inside B. There is nobody watching this area. All 3 of the players are defending the site pretty passively, and it's a pretty good crossfire. Binary Bug gonna make his way towards Arches. If he decides to go B, that could mean trouble for them because we only have Marzel over on the B side. Blackhawk slowly creeping in that Molotov out. He's down to 19 HP, but somehow he's still alive. It's gonna be YB who loses the first. Formless to the corner. He has only Binary Bug 11 HP, but somehow he does not manage to kill him. It is gonna be Marzel left in a 1 versus 2. He's taking down Binary Bug 1 versus 2, and Marzel 1 versus. My god, this guy. 1 versus 2 clutch to win the round for his team. Well, man, that was a wonderful game. Even though Invictus did not really have all 5 of their players, they managed to get 9 rounds, which is, in my opinion, pretty good. Man, I really would have wished if Manan did not lose his electricity or whatever. That would have been really cool. Well, guys, this is going to be it from our side today. Do tune in tomorrow as well. We might go live with the Mountain Dew qualifiers tomorrow as well. So, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.